Recently, astonishing footage of the spectacularly beautiful glass octopus spread across the internet. That's no surprise, considering its alien glamour and elusiveness. Previously, scientists had only studied this octopus species from specimens pulled from the stomachs of their predators, so capturing footage of these deep-sea creatures was a delight to researchers, as well as curious internet surfers. Their pale, glass-like bodies make them unique from other types of octopus, which are known for their ability to change color, although scientists believe that their invisibility helps them stay camouflaged in their deep waters, where other types of octopus aren't usually found. But this species isn't alone in capturing the interests of scientists. The biological complexity and intelligence of the octopus has scientists captivated. But what exactly is so interesting about them? How are they able to change color and mimic textures? Why have you never seen an octopus with a missing arm? In this video, we will go over some of the most mind-blowing aspects that make this animal so special. So get your wetsuit ready and let's dive in. One of the reasons researchers are so interested in these cephalopods is that they're so very different from humans. In fact, we're more closely related to dinosaurs than we are to the octopus. Our common ancestors split from theirs over 500 million years ago, before there was any fish, reptiles, or mammals on the planet. This makes them about as close to alien life as we'll probably ever see. To scientists, this is very exciting because they are an exceptionally complex animal which has evolved entirely independently from most other animals. But they're also very different from other animals like themselves. Cephalopods are a member of the mollusk phylum along with snails and clams. Other mollusks are slow and simple, which are not words you can rightly use to describe the octopus. So what changed? About 140 million years ago, the ancestor of the octopus lost its shell. Scientists believe this simple change might be the catalyst for all the incredible evolutionary adaptations displayed by modern octopuses. At its most basic level, the lack of a shell gave the octopus the opportunity to become incredibly agile. Its beak is the only hard part of its body, meaning it has the ability to squeeze through tiny holes, just as long as the gap is big enough to allow its eyeball through. This gives it the ability to hide in places other animals couldn't dream of reaching. This was probably an essential ability. Not having a shell made their ancestors incredibly vulnerable. But this isn't the only ability the octopus evolved to help it survive such harsh environments for millions of years. Octopuses are masters of disguise. Unlike the transparent glass octopus, most species don't have the advantage of hiding in the deep sea darkness. So, they develop techniques to help them blend seamlessly into their surroundings. Their ability to camouflage themselves goes far beyond most animals and relies on a series of sophisticated tissues. Structures called papillae on the surface of their skin gives them the ability to change the three-dimensional texture of their skin. This allows them to blend seamlessly with any environment they choose, as they appear to change into rocks, coral, sand, or smooth themselves out like water. But they have more eye-catching tricks in their disappearing act. Their ability to change color is one of their most famous attributes. This color-changing ability is surprisingly sophisticated, relying on layers of color-adjusting structures in their skin. Chromatophores are the first layer, closest to the surface. These red, black, or yellow pigment-filled sacs are controlled by radial muscles, which stretch the balloon-like sacs to make the color inside appear more vibrant. The octopus is capable of combining these colors by stretching out or contracting the sacs, and this even allows them to create patterns on their skin, like zebra stripes or spots. Their patterns mean they appear to change form, from pebbles, coral, kelp, sand, or any other surface they choose to blend into. But, of course, black, red, and yellow are not the only colors they'll need to truly disappear. Below the chromatophores is a layer of iridophores. These are stacks of thin cells that can reflect specific wavelengths of light, and this is the source of the metallic blue and green colors that can make an octopus truly dazzling. But it doesn't end there. Below these reflective cells are a different reflective structure. Leucophores reflect ambient light from the octopus's surroundings, usually creating white hues. The combination of reflective color and patterning allows the octopus to copy its surroundings incredibly convincingly. But these structures also help it camouflage itself much faster than most animals which use the same technique. That's because most color-changing ability in the animal kingdom makes use of hormones, which takes time to spread through the body. Even chameleons, which can change color relatively quickly, still need at least 20 seconds. An octopus, on the other hand, can change their color and patterns faster than any other animal. It takes them just 200 milliseconds, meaning they can seem to disappear in literally the blink of an eye. All this sounds highly impressive, but it becomes even more fascinating with the knowledge that they're likely colorblind. So how can an animal that can't see color know how to camouflage itself with such accuracy and speed? In 2015, researchers make a remarkable discovery that may answer this question. Octopuses were found to have photoreceptor genes that are active in their skin, meaning their skin itself is sensitive to light. Even if you remove the skin from the octopus's body, it can still change color and pattern. So an octopus can effectively see with its skin as well as its eyes. However, the discovery of its body's ability to respond to stimuli isn't isolated. This discovery goes back to the separation of their evolution from ours. Octopus brains don't feature any of the major anatomical features of the brains of vertebrae, like ourselves. In fact, despite their brains being really big for their size, most of their neurons are found in their arms rather than inside their head. Scientists have discovered that their suckers on their arms can do a lot more than just allow them to securely grab onto things. They actually contain complex receptors which allow their arms to interact with their environment with very input from their brain. New research has revealed that they can even detect chemicals with them, which allows the octopus to taste things by touching them. But this doesn't mean that they don't use their incredible brains. Their color-changing abilities are remarkable because they can control their chromatophores with their brain, unlike any other animal that can change its color. And that's not all it can do with its complex brain. They are capable of high-order cognitive behaviors, like humans. This means they can problem solve and use tools, and we have seen this in action with footage showing octopuses carrying coconut shells long distances to help them hide in featureless environments. This behavior indicates that they're capable of learning from the past and acting with forethought to improve their lives, which is a very complex cognitive process. Their brains and ability to think have proven so sophisticated that neurologists are now hoping that they will become a new model animal, which could make them fundamental to our understanding of how the brain works. But it's not just neuroscientists who are fascinated by the octopus. Another host of researchers have begun studying them for their incredible regenerative properties, something that can be incredibly valuable to treating seriously injured or ill humans one day. If you've been wondering why you've never seen an octopus with fewer than 8 arms, then here's your answer. It's because they can regrow them. But it'll come as no surprise that they can do this in a more complex and sophisticated way than most other animals. Even lizards, who are well known for regrowing their tails, never recreate a tail as good as their first one. The octopus certainly does, though. Their regrown limbs are indistinguishable from their originals, from the nerves inside of them to their color-changing ability in complex suckers. It's no surprise, with all these incredible abilities, that octopuses are rapidly becoming the subject of vast amounts of research in multiple varied fields. They give us insights into just about every environment in the ocean. They could one day lead to astounding medical breakthroughs that would allow us to cure cancer or regrow perfect skin for burn victims. They could even serve as a model for a new understanding of brain function. As solitary creatures, they have already caused scientists to review their understanding of intelligence as a necessary function for surviving in social societies. It's impossible to predict the type of discoveries we may still make with these incredible animals, and what that might mean for the way scientists understand the world. But one thing is certain, whatever we discover about the amazing octopus, it's going to be astounding.